Before we jump into today's episode, I want to take a moment to say this. Safety isn't about checklists, policies, or paperwork. It's about people. Welcome to Safety on Purpose, the podcast where we challenge traditional safety thinking and explore what it really takes to protect people, build trust, and lead with intention. I'm your host, Joe Garcia, and each episode we dive into real conversations about leadership, culture, human behavior, and the moments that shape how work actually gets done. If you believe safety should be human-centered, practical, and purpose-driven, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Now let's get into today's conversation. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be honest with yourself. How many safety metrics are you tracking right now that don't actually make anyone safer? Spreadsheets, dashboards, monthly reports, color-coded charts, all telling a story, but not necessarily the right one. Welcome to Safety on Purpose, where we talk about safety as it actually exists, not how it looks on a KPI slide. Today, we're talking about safety metrics, specifically which ones actually matter, which ones give a false sense of security, and which ones are quietly wasting your time and credibility. Because here's the hard truth. What you measure is what people work toward. And if you measure the wrong things, you will get the wrong behaviors. Why safety metrics so often miss the mark? Most safety metrics didn't start with bad intentions. They started because leadership asked, how are we doing on safety? And safety responded with easiest way to count it. Injury rates, incident totals, days without an accident, training completion percentage. These numbers, they're simple. They're clean. They fit nicely on a slide, but simply doesn't mean much at all. And clean numbers don't always reflect messy reality. The illusion of control. Metrics often give us the illusion that we're managing risk. We feel productive because numbers are going down. Charts are trending the right way. Reports looked polished, but safety is not improved by good reporting. It's improved by changed conditions and behaviors. And many metrics fail to tell us whether that's actually happening. So what are some metrics that are wasting your time? Let's talk honestly about metrics that most safety professionals track and why many of them do more harm than good when used alone. Injury rates. Let's start with the big one. Total recordable incident rate. TRIR tells you what happened, not what will happen. It is a lagging indicator, influenced by reporting culture, often misunderstood by leadership. A low TRIR does not mean low risk. It often means good luck, underreporting, or that the worst hasn't happened yet. If injury rates are your primary success metric, you are managing outcomes, not risk. Days without an incident. This one feels motivating until it isn't. Days without an incident encourages underreporting, creates pressure to not be the one, shifts focus from learning to blame. When the board resets what usually follows, silence, frustration, finger pointing, not improvement. Training completion metrics. Completion rates answer one question. Did people sit through training? They do not answer, did they understand it? Can they apply it? Did it change how the work is done? 100% completion rate with no behavior change is not success. It's administration. Behavior observation counts. Counting observations without quality, it's just paperwork. When the goal becomes hit that number, close that card, complete that checklist, observations turn into drive-by conversations, generic comments, box-checking exercises. The metric survives, the value disappears. What actually makes a metric useful? So if many traditional metrics fall short, What makes safety metrics actually useful? A meaningful metric does at least one of these things. Number one, it helps you see risk early. Number two, it drives better decisions. Number three, it changes behavior or conditions. Number four, it leads to specific action. If a metric doesn't do at least one of those things, it's just noise. Good metrics create questions, not just answers. The best metrics don't say, we're good. They say, we should look closer here. They trigger curiosity, not celebration.
Let's take a quick break.
Let me pause here for just a moment, because what we're talking about right now is exactly why Safety on Purpose exists. Too often, safety becomes about rules instead of relationships, compliance instead of conversations, and metrics instead of meaning. This podcast was created to challenge that mindset, to shift safety from something we enforce to something we live. Whether you're a safety professional, supervisor, or a leader at any level, my goal is simple: to help you protect people with intention, not just policy. If today's conversation resonated with you, do me a favor, follow the show. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And join us as we continue building a safer culture, one conversation at a time. All right, let's get back to the show.
Safety metrics that actually matter. Now let's talk about metrics worth your time, the ones that help you manage risk before someone gets hurt. Number one, serious injury and fatality, exposure tracking. Instead of asking how many injuries, ask where are people exposed to life-altering risk. Track high-energy tasks, non-routine work, work with narrow margin for error. Even if nothing happened, exposure matters. No injury does not mean no risk. Number two, quality of near-miss reporting. Not the count, but the content. Are near misses detailed, honest, action-oriented? One well-written near miss that leads to change is more valuable than 50 vague ones that go nowhere. Number three, corrective action effectiveness. Most organizations track, was the action closed? Few track, did it work? Ask, did the risk actually change? Did the issue repeat? Did we address the system or just the symptom? Effectiveness matters more than speed. Number four, safety involvement at the front end. Measure safety involvement in planning, pre-job risk reviews, change management participation. The earlier safety shows up, the less conflict you manage later. Number five, leader safety behaviors. This one makes people uncomfortable, and that's why it matters. Track leader presence in the field, quality of safety conversations, follow through on concerns raised. What leaders do signals what actually matters. How to use metrics without destroying trust. Metrics, they should guide, not punish. If metrics are used to rank people, shame departments, prove compliance instead of learning, people will game the system. Use metrics to learn, adjust, improve, not to blame. Let me leave you with this thought. If your safety metrics disappear tomorrow, would you still know where the real risk is? What needs your attention? Who needs support? If not, it might be time to rethink what you're measuring, because safety metrics should never exist to make reports look good. They should exist to help people go home safe. Now, if this episode challenged how you think about safety measurements, share it with another safety professional who's drowning in dashboards but starving for insight.
As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. Safety isn't about perfection. It's about intention. It's about the choices we make, the conversations we have, and the people we choose to protect every single day. If today's episode challenged your thinking, encouraged you, or simply made you pause and reflect, that means the conversation is working. Safety on Purpose exists to help leaders and safety professionals move beyond compliance and build trust rooted in accountability and care. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to follow or subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts, and consider sharing it with someone who leads people or influences culture. New episodes of Safety on Purpose are released bi-weekly with bonus content throughout the year designed to equip, challenge, and inspire the next generation of safety leaders. And remember, safety doesn't happen by accident. It happens on purpose. I'm Joe Garcia. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.